Hey, it's Meg. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's junk journal with me, we are going to be doing day 8 of the Junk Journal July challenge. Over in the collaboration, we have the lovely Kate from Pixie K Designs, who will be sharing her take on the prompt and how you can use brown paper in your journal. So be sure to check out her video. It will be linked down below in the description. So as I'm showing you here, I have quite the collection of brown paper, and it comes in all sort of shades of brown as well. This is just a few bits that I grabbed here to work on for this spread. So I think brown paper is probably one of my favorite junk journal supplies because it's so easy to come across in packaging, in paper bags. It's often free as well, which is a bonus. And there's just so many different ways that you can use it in your journaling. So for my spread for brown paper, I was actually really inspired by this brown paper envelope that I had in the pile of brown paper that I collect, and I thought it might be cool to maybe make a little bit of a mini journal almost, or like insert. I don't know what you'd call it. It's not quite a journal, but I'm basically binding another little insert. Let's call it an insert, an accordion insert. I don't know. It's just a cute little booklet within the accordion journal. So what I decided to do was grab the envelope, fold it in half, and take off the flap because it was kind of getting in the way a bit. And then I did grab this vellum, but I ended up tearing it off. But I thought it could have been nice for adding a few more pages, but when I actually started working on the page, it didn't kind of work with what I had going on, so I ended up ripping this out. But I really liked this idea of having a little booklet within the accordion journal. So on one of the folds where it obviously folds like a standard book, I decided to fold these in half, grab some just a needle and thread. I just use embroidery thread because it's something that I picked up a job lot of years ago now, and I'm still making my way through it. So that's just what I use because I have it on hand in lots of different colours. So I think I used a dark green for this, and I just decided to do the figure of 8 stitch to attach it to the page, and then it kind of becomes a little journal within the journal, and it was a fun way to add some interactive elements to this page. So I ended up just working on the original left hand side of this page, and then the front of this little, I'm going to call it an insert. It's kind of like an insert. It's not quite a tip in because I feel like there's more to it than a tip in, but I just worked on the front of this insert. So I've still got the bit in the middle, and then the sort of original right hand side of this page to go. So it's given me a lot more room to work within the journal, and as you'll have seen there, it didn't add a huge amount of bulk to the journal because it's that accordion format. It's quite forgiving, so I just thought this was a cool fun way to add some extra space into an accordion journal. So maybe if you're working in one, you might want to try this for yourself. I met an old man. I said, tell me your story. He took out a notepad and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not.
met a young man, searching for glory. I took out an old pen and wrote in my story. Then I kept walking on down the road. When your time is up, it's time to go. I pray he reads what's on the note and takes to heart what I wrote. I said, son, when you grow up, you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got. When you grow up, you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got.
I ended up doing a lot of collaging on this little like front cover of the insert. It's got lots of layers. I really loved this sort of journal spot here. I'm just cutting off the blue because one, I wasn't really feeling the vibe of blue anyway. It's not a colour that I use a lot in my journals, you'll notice. I much prefer warmer toned colours. But also I thought it would be really nice to have the oval shape as a detail, and I thought, oh, this could be a nice like journal spot, like maybe do some writing or add a quote, but I actually ended up just covering it with some like big flowers that I got from some napkins. So I mean, maybe it's a frame instead, or it's just a nice way of kind of thinking about the composition of my page by adding something like that to it. So yeah, there's lots of layers. You can't see everything, but I feel like everything has a bit of a purpose or is meant to be on the page in some way, and you can still see bits of it. So I also have these stickers here. I just thought this would be a nice way to add some subtle lettering to the page on the left because I felt like it needed something. I cut out the several minutes of me trying different like flower stickers and different options, and it was like I didn't want to cover anything up, but I felt like something needed to be there to sort of bring it all together, and I was tempted to come in with like my black brush pen, but then it felt like a little bit too harsh for the page, so I decided that was a happy medium to have that detail there but not have it be in your face with that lettering. So these are the flowers from the napkin that I mentioned, and I think actually amongst this page, which has obviously a lot of brown paper, I think it added some much needed colour to the page, added some really strong pink tones to it that I just felt helped to bring the page to life a little bit more. I really liked the different like textures and things on the page, but it did feel a little bit bland even by my standards, so I just decided that it needed something to liven it up a bit, to brighten it up, and adding these flowers, so I just sort of cut out the actual flower and then layered them over top of one another. I just felt that that added the sort of nice touch to the page that I was after, because the left hand side was already quite busy with all the collage that I did, so I felt like the flowers didn't really work on that side, so I just added them on the left hand side. And that's pretty much everything that I did for this page. Like I said, I've got this whole like inside now of this insert and then the reverse. So for the next few prompts, I'll obviously be working with these to see how I can work it in. They do have pockets as well because it's an envelope, so maybe I'll make some, I don't know, tags or journal cards. There's lots of possibilities, but I just think this is a nice, fun, interactive addition to my accordion journal. So thank you so much for joining me for this journal with me. As always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!